What's poppin', T-Subs and T-Squad? So before we dive into this Basketball Wives review, I have to give out my special shout out. And this special shout out is gonna go to Miss tlsmithteatalk 42. I really hope I said your name right, daughter, and if I didn't, charge it to my head and not my heart, because I really appreciate you for following me, subscribing to me, being a T-Squad member, T-Sub member, or anything that it is that you do for the channel. It is greatly appreciated. I see you supporting me. I see you loving me. And here's my time to thank you personally for your constant love and support of not only myself, but my channel. So thank you so much, Sweet Pea. And now, on to this week's review. What's good, y'all? Girl, I just got finished watching these Basketball Wives. And y'all, I'm confused. Okay? I'm gonna need for somebody, colorism aside, Evelyn aside, Shawnee aside, I'm gonna need for somebody to really explain to me and help me understand at this point what is OG really looking for. If you don't want the apology because you said it's been a year later and it's not sincere, and you know it's only coming because they got backlash, but then you turned around in the same breath and said that, well, you want an apology, and then if you're not willing to give the understanding to somebody who says they don't understand it, all being whether, because y'all gonna jump down my throat again in the comments, she explained it, she explained it, she explained it. Bitch, obviously not good enough. Because at this point, I'm totally getting confused as to what it is that OG wants and what OG is looking for. That's how I feel. That's how I see it. I'm more than sure some people gonna get mad and all of the rest of that stuff, and which I'm not understanding. I'm not saying I'm not on G's side no more, and I'm not saying I'm on their side, because I'm not. All I'm saying, all I want OG to tell me is, what is it that you're really looking for out of this situation? Because I'm just confused. But anyway, I mean, until somebody can answer me that verbatim, I'm just still going to feel the way I feel. So LaQuisha and Jack Attack finally talked. And I'm glad they did. I agree with the collective. I do feel like they've had a friendship outside of Basketball Wives. Maybe. I think they've had a friendship outside of Basketball Wives. And if not, they're basically the OGs of the damn thing. So you know, listen, despite how I may feel about LaQuisha with her ghetto Compton ass, at the end of the day, what about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down again? I mean, I don't know. I am going to say this. I'm glad that Jackie did at least say, you know what? I should not have went to the collective. I should have came to you. And I'm glad that LaQuisha finally gave us the clarity on that, because Lord knows I was completely confused as to what she was dead set on Jackie about. At first, I thought it was because she carried it to the collective and not her. But then in her confessionals, she keeps talking about how she spreaded the rumor. Her going to tell the collective isn't the same as her starting a rumor. You understand? So I'm glad that they cleared that up for us, and I'm glad that they got that together. Because at the end of the day, I mean, listen, I'm not here to break up a friendship. And if LaQuisha and Jackie are really friends with each other, and the both of them want that old thing back, hey, go in, let have. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, my bad. I'm back. So Nia tells Shawnee about the conversation that they had with OG and her experience with colorism. We're going to get down to that in a minute. Jennifer tells OG about the documentary about her car being stolen, and then gets frustrated with OG because she felt like OG doesn't care. She don't. Daddy long legs, and the gag is we don't either. Bitch, you don't need to make no whole damn documentary about how you let a dirty piece of trade scam you out of your pussy and your car. Because that's what happened. It's gone. Listen, y'all, Jennifer has nothing else left to offer us at this point. And with that being the case, she just needs to exit stage left. Ain't nobody gonna watch that tired-ass documentary, girl. I don't give a damn if it is still COVID reaping havoc out here and it ain't that much TV to go around. Girl, it could be that and the Food Channel. That, girl, quiet as it's kept, it could be that and the old school, TV Guide channel. And everybody is just going to deal with the TV Guide channel for the rest of their days. Because, girl, don't nobody want to see no docu about some dirty-ass trade stealing your shit, Jennifer. I was with OG on that. She ain't give a fuck, fly fuck, and quiet as it's kept, I didn't either. Girl, her bedazzled basketball purse was way more impertinent and way more entertaining than what the hell it was you was talking about. So don't get upset with her. Or don't get upset with just her, girl. Because we all feel the same way about that damn documentary. Get the hell out of my face with that bull. Anyway. So Evelyn feels like Jack Attack's house is full of negative energy. Nia admits to once dating Phoebe's ex, Lance Stevenson. And Kristen feels like they should try to talk to OG again after they talk to the sisters. What I'm not liking is how Evelyn and Shani keeps allowing their two brown-skinned do-girls to do their damn bidding. I feel like at this point, there's no other conversation that needs to be had with nobody else in the house other than Shani at this point. We all know that she can't talk to Evelyn. They're going through a court case. Like this constant back and forth between Kristen and Malaysia going up there to talk and I mean, just drawing it out. Because we all know the inevitable is going to be the last day of them being in the house. Vershandia and OG are finally going to talk. And I'm more than sure Shani is going to finally decide to see the light, Caroline. And then everything is going to be all hotsy-totsy. Go, so we think. Girl, we going to see. Moving on. My bad, y'all. So OG gets annoyed at the sisters for talking to Shani about the conversation that they had about their childhood. And Nia gets annoyed in her confessionals at OG's attitude. Now, I feel two types of ways. One way I feel is I totally understand OG's feelings. Like, Nia, while I do feel like your heart was in the right place and you did not mean no harm, no malice, no nothing. It really wasn't your place to go around there to divulge information or to divulge conversations that you had with Team Left House. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the ops. And I just felt like by you being new, you really should have and could have kept that to yourself. At the same time, I can kind of understand why you did it. Because I guess you probably feeling the tension. And, you know, you don't want to be around with all the attention. And I guess you felt like maybe you was going to do your good deed for the day. But, girl, it backfired up on you. I mean, listen, I get what you did, but I totally understood OG's feelings at that point. Now, why I understand OG's feelings. OG, I'm going to be real with you. Again, you, like OG, and I'm still going to take up for you because I still feel like you have experienced colorism. Particularly with Shani and Evelyn. Excuse me. But OG, I'm going to be real. Not everybody deserves your ass to kiss and your attitude. They just don't. I'm sorry. Like, I do feel... And I'm going to be real. And I don't give a fuck who get mad at it. I do feel like the ops energy is a whole hell of a lot more better than the energy that they got at Jack Attack House. It seems like everybody's on one accord, and then there's OG and her attitude. And you don't know what OG you're going to get that day. And I'm not trying to run down on OG, but I'm sorry. I can't be me and not play devil's advocate. Especially when it's being played in my face. I'm still Team OG. I still am on OG's side. But I'm sorry. A lot of the stuff that people are saying that they don't like about OG, I saw in this episode. Because to me, her attitude was for the pits. And I'm sorry. The ops deserved it. Jackie didn't deserve it. Jennifer didn't deserve it at that point. And Nia and that other girl didn't deserve it to that extent. I mean, they just did it. They did it. I'm kind of with those girls too, because that's a pet peeve of mine too. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what I done. Don't talk to me as if you're an authoritator over me. Now, we can have a conversation and you can politely let me know, listen, next time I tell you something, can you please just keep it between us, because I really don't rock with them like that and I don't want them knowing my business, even though I keep saying they need to have an understanding and they need to have a better understanding, but you won't educate them. And then you want the apology, but then you saying that if they give you an apology, it's just going to be for them to clean up their image. Albeit true, because playing devil's advocate, yet again, albeit true. LaQuisha, you did have a whole damn year, actually a year and a half, quiet as it's kept, for you to come to this understanding. You too, Kristen. You too, Shawnee. Y'all did. So, you know, as much as her attitude got on my damn nerves, I understood where majority of it was coming from. Moving on. This whole thing about Nia and Phoebe and Lance, girl, I don't give a shit about that. You not with Lance. You with a whole nother dude. You in a whole nother relationship just as well as he is. So all of this stuff about her being a stalker and she hit you up on Instagram and da-da-da. Listen, I know Lance Stevenson. Girl, Lance Stevenson ain't all that. And my whole thing is, I really hope you carried all of that same damn energy with the rest of them hoes that you carried with Nia. And that's just my feelings on that. Anyway. So the weird energy between OG and Jennifer is getting thick. Listen. Y'all know it's rare that I would ever go up for Daddy Long Leg. But at this, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. OG did have a fucked up attitude. She did. And to everybody that's going to get under the comments that says that she has the right to her attitude, that's fine. I have the right to call it out and not like it. If she has the right to have the attitude, I got the right to say, bitch, I don't like it. Because in my opinion, not everybody deserves that stank-ass attitude. They just don't. And you keep aiding people and why they feel the way that they feels about you, OG. Because that's one thing that everybody constantly says about you is your piss-poor attitude. Give a damn who get mad at it. I said it. Anyway, the sisters say that OG is getting on their nerves and Jackie telling Jack Attack that she's tired of being in the house with OG. I done already talked about that. We're going to move on because it's already people that's mad in the comments already. So Vershandi and Evelyn called to check on Phoebe and then Evelyn tells her, listen, if y'all's sole purpose for bringing on Nia up here was for her to be jaw-jacking with Phoebe over a nigga that neither one of them are with no more, y'all can kill that. Kill that. Because I'm not even wasting my time on that. Jen comes down with a mask on so she doesn't have to talk because of the negative energy. I will say this though, Jennifer, that was a real passive-aggressive approach. Real bitches do real shit. So I really wish you would have came down and just addressed OG instead of doing that passive-aggressiveness. Because again, it's not doing anything but keeping the negative tensions that's in the house that Jack Attack is fighting so hard to keep up out of that. Like, Jackie is trying so hard to keep all of the negative juju about that damn house. And some kind of way, OG and Jen found the way to bring that shit up in there anyhow. Lord God. Anyway, the sisters talk about how OG made them feel, and then they talked about her consistently bringing up Phoebe and Lance, but don't want nobody else to talk about their stuff again. That is that double standard shit that, again, OG, a lot of people have been accusing you for ever since last year. Now, I'm not going to say nothing else on it because everybody going to get all upset with me simply for, you know, calling you out on your dramatities. Even though I'm still on your side, I'm still not supposed to call you out on your bullcrap. So, fine. Whatever. Go in a laugh. Set it off as suggest. So LaQuisha in Ratatouille goes over to talk to OG. And OG says, unless they're coming with an apology, there's nothing to say. That's my point. But then they gave you an apology. And then it became, well, the only reason why you apologizing a year later now is so that y'all can clean up the image. So then my thing is, okay. You want an apology, they gave you one. You don't want that. Again, you don't want to explain verbatim what it is that they've done. What exactly makes them colorist to you. Because I still don't put colorism on Kristen or LaQuisha when it comes down to OG. And y'all ain't never gonna get me to buy into that. So, like, that's just my, like, I'm on OG's side. But I want OG to give me some type of clarity about what it is that she really wants. If it's not an apology, if it's not ownership, if it's not this, if it's not that, then what is it? So then LaQuisha starts the conversation with OG, and then OG gets emotional. And OG felt like the conversation was only happening because of the backlash that they received. Again, playing devil's advocate. She do got a point. I ain't gonna lie. But I mean, listen, for real, and y'all, that's the end of this. At the end of the day, I felt like people need to take accountability across the board. I think that's what they need to do. OG, the only thing you need to take accountability for is your piss poor ass attitude. Because like I said, not everybody deserves your ass to kiss. They just don't. They don't. Like, your attitude was sending me. And I don't care how many people say she deserves to have an attitude. Bitch, not around me, she don't. Especially if I ain't the one that's responsible for giving her an attitude in the first damn place. Then come to find out, next episode, she's putting colorism on everybody, including Jackie. And listen, when it comes to Jackie, unless you talking about it, when it comes to Takari, I'm with you on that. Now, as far like what did Jackie do to you now that you're putting her in the color? You know what? I guess it's going to be because she wants to be friends with Evelyn and Sean. And if that makes her a colorist, then fine, y'all. Fine, I'm going to let y'all have it. It is what it is. I'm gone. Bye.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system. It's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business.